What's up, guys? What it do? So, see something here real quick. Let's see if I can get this in front of you guys. Okay, cool. So, talk to you guys today. What's going on, everybody? What's going on Facebook? Talk to your boy. Let's see what you guys got going on. How's everybody's day today? You know, what you guys been up to? How's life been treating you guys? You know, how was your weekend? Some of you guys probably didn't even go out as much this weekend, huh? This is my first time going out, guys, in a while this weekend. So, how was y'all's weekend? Want to see who's all going to tune in today. Want to help you guys get started with this week. But I want to show you guys my experience, my fitness experience, the truth really behind, the fitness, journey and, what I really have experienced in my life of fitness and what has brought me to where I'm at today. So, for those of you guys that are tuning in, my boy Kyle, what's going on, bro? Zach, what's good, man? Haven't seen you in a while, boy. We got to catch up, bro. Definitely got to catch up, man. I miss you and your mom. Tell your family I said what's up, But, yeah, I think a lot of you guys think that maybe my life is, perfect in some sort. Rodney, what's good, bro? What's happening, man? I think you guys might probably think that I have some type of perfect fitness life, and I don't. But I'm going to share with you guys my fitness journey and, some of my stumbling blocks, where I failed at the most. And, because, guys, I've been doing this for a long time now. And, of course, some areas that I succeeded in, maybe some areas you guys can probably take from this and learn from me, right? Because let's just be honest, guys. Everyone makes mistakes. The higher you get, the level you get, the more mistakes you make. It just is what it is. It's part of the game, right? It's just the name of the game. So let me go ahead and set this down for you guys. Okay, so look, let's be honest, guys. Okay, so what really started my fitness journey, and I'll be honest with you guys, okay? Because this is really what drives me every single day, right? That's better. Here we go. This is what drives me every single day, right? To continue being healthy, continue being fit, and things like that. Bobby, what's up, bro? I actually started my health and my fitness journey a long time ago as a kid, right? The reason why I started, and I think this is very important for you guys to understand, the reason why I started, I had a why behind why I started, right? A lot of people probably think, oh, coach, everything's been easy for you, working out is no problem, blah, blah, blah. But I have a motive in the back of my head. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a background about me, right? I started working out because, number one, I was always undersized, right? And so a lot of you guys understand where I'm coming from, okay? I was undersized. I wasn't the biggest or strongest guy in the area, right? I was always told or compared to, let that be enough said, right? Especially for some of you men out there. I mean, it's for everybody, but you guys know what I'm talking about, especially you men out there, being compared, right? Being told I couldn't do anything, that resonates for a while. Look, has anybody ever told you that you couldn't do something? Right? Raise your hand if somebody told you that you couldn't do something. Let's see what you guys got, right? If somebody flat out told you in your face that you could not do something that you love to do or that you look forward to doing, raise your hand. Right? Because this is exactly what I was going through, right? And I was a kid going through this, guys. It's not like I'm a grown adult and I built some tough skin. Like, I'm a kid. You see what I'm saying? Bree, what's going on? Daniel, bro, what's happening, man? Where you been, bro? So, if you can relate and understand that, somebody has told you couldn't do something, you raise your hand, then good, you're qualified for this live video, okay? Because I was told multiple times as a kid I couldn't do something, right? People were able to take leverage over me. Can you imagine living life and people are like, they're able to gain leverage over you? Do you know how, if you know how it feels to have leverage be gained over you, put a high five in the comment section, right? Because it don't feel good. It makes you feel hopeless. It makes you feel weak. It makes you feel just useless. Courtney, what's up, bro? It's kind of like you can't do nothing. No matter. So that's where fear comes along, right? So I had this fear of being around people who were bigger and better than me, right? Because I didn't want to have the stigma of, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that, right? So, I had people who had leverage over me. Of course, my height played a big role, you know what I'm saying? But I was always determined to get things done in any position I was willing to be put in, right? So, let's fast forward this towards high school, guys. I'm already, it's already junior high school. I've already built the routine of doing 100 to 1,000 push-ups a day, right? Running 2 miles, doing 1,000 sit-ups, you know what I'm saying? Doing squats. I put two, and this is, I'm telling you guys this because this is how it started, okay? I put two barbed wires together, and I duct taped them, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah. Crowbars, not barbed wires, sorry, crowbars, okay? I put two crowbars together, and I put duct tape around them, right? And I found two stones, whatever you want to call them, and I put them on the side, right? And I started working out. Started doing curls, started doing overhead press, lunges. Nobody told me this, guys. Nobody told me to do this stuff, okay? I'm just telling you guys right now. Nobody told me to do this. I had a reason behind doing what I was doing, right? And I told you what the reason was. I had got tired of people having leverage over me, right? I didn't like it, okay? So fast forward, here we are. We're in 8th grade, okay? It's about freshman year in high school, okay? I had a couple of girlfriends. I'll say about two, because I wasn't with a lot of females like that, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have a lot of girlfriends. I was probably with a lot of females, but didn't have a lot of girlfriends, okay? And the past two ex-girlfriends that I had, Ty, what's going on, bro? They compared me to other guys. How many of you guys have been compared to by somebody else? Yes or no? Raise your hand. Yes or no? How many of you guys have been compared to by somebody else in a relationship? How many of you guys how many times have you been compared to in sports? You don't play as good as him. Raise your hand. Right? Because guys, all of these things I'm telling you, I had to battle mentally. In my fitness journey, I could have just said, you know what, I call it quits. I'm not as good as he is. Obviously, she likes him better. Obviously, she keeps talking about this guy. I don't dress like him a certain way to make my body pop. I'm not starting in the position that he is. I don't look like him. I don't have the size like him. So if you understand where I'm coming from, guys, again, here's another drive. Ramiro, what's going on? Josh, what it do, bruh? Welcome, Miss Sandra. Okay? So, got me a trainer. I was blessed to be able to have a trainer. He saw my efforts and things like that. Started working out, started getting some gains. But the biggest thing, guys, I hope you guys are probably taking from this is my confidence. Okay? I didn't have the confidence that I do now. It took me years, guys. It took me over a decade to even build this confidence. Let's not forget, okay? We're not done with this journey here yet. Okay? It was hard for me because my parents are divorced. And so, they weren't really focused too much about me playing sports. My dad wanted me to go to the military. My mom didn't know anything about sports or working out. She was just like, don't take steroids. You look like you're taking steroids, son. And all I was doing was chugging down 15 egg whites in my, 2-pound shake that I had a whole bunch of whole milk and ice in, right? That some dude from the pen taught me when I was 14 years old. So, I tried everything I could, literally, just to be able to see the result I was looking to see and be confident. Not to mention, guys, what also drove me to be able to, stay fit was, for some reason why I had this intuition since I was a kid, this intuition that a man was supposed to be strong, right? And he's supposed to have some type of physical attribution that shows that he's a man, right? Like when you clearly see a man, you can tell that's a man. And I wanted that since I was a kid, right? So I always thought part of being a man was having the strength, right? Not knowing that there's more than just physical strength, right? So here I am in the gym, freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, I'm pumping iron. And here I am playing as a starting running back, right? Still not the confidence I wanted. Had a beautiful girlfriend in high school, right? Everybody knew me as the workout freak, okay? I was eating 4,000 calories a day. I brought my meals to school. Guys, I've been doing this since high school, right? High school, writing on the walls. I've been writing sticky notes on the walls since I was high school. Don't forget to eat. Don't forget to do your bench press. Like, those things stuck with me since I was in high school. Nobody told me to do that stuff. It's just I knew that I had to have reminders. I had to find a way to be like, you know what? What can I do to make sure that I don't lack in my fitness journey? Because if I even in the slightest ounce mess up, everything crumbles, right? And I had held a higher standard, guys, because I didn't want to go back to being picked on, people having leverage over me, being compared to by my girlfriends, prior girlfriends, ex-girlfriends, right? Being told by my family and even coaches that I couldn't do certain things. I mean, guys, that stuff, it sticks with people, believe it or not. And I'm not saying that's the only thing that drives me. I have a bigger purpose behind what I do now, but I'm just telling you guys up to this point what the journey looks like, right? So let's kind of get away from me working out for a second, right? Let's kind of get away from, me losing everything. Because, after I played football in high school, I blew my knee out, just totally shattered and just messed up my career. I've talked to multiple of my trainers and coaches, and they all told me if I had just stayed in the game a little bit longer, did X, Y, and Z, I would have made it into a D1 school, started as a running back, and probably been in the NFL right now, right? I mean, a lot of, coulda, shoulda, woulda, okay? So, fast forward, all the hard work that I had went down the drain, okay? Now, mind you, I didn't know how to really hold a lot of power like that because, in the position I was in, guys, with, where I was in the fitness world, a lot of people respected me and looked up to me. In fact, a lot of people wouldn't even try to mess with me in a certain way, When people looked at me, I had this demeanor of, oh, man, he's going to whip my butt, and he's got the muscles to back it up. So that kind of felt good, actually, walking around knowing that ain't nobody going to touch me because, X, Y, and Z. But that didn't last long. You see what I'm saying? Somewhere along the lines, life's going to close in on you like that. So, guys, I lost everything. And, of course, I fell into a slump again. And here I am, living a terrible life. Going from putting the wrong substance in my body to being in and out of jail, right? I mean, you guys can completely understand. I've lost all motivation. I lost all my results. I lost everything. I lost it all. I lost my house. I lost my income. I lost everything. I lost my way of thinking. I lost everything, guys. And so, 4 years, 5 years, here comes for 4 years, 5 years, and I've wasted a whole bunch of time, right? I wasted a whole bunch of time, okay? From 17 until 2021, right? I wasted a lot of time, okay? You guys can imagine going from working out all the way from 9 years old to 17. Guys, that's 8 years that I've been working out. And all that goes down the drain. And I stopped working out for 5 years. Trust me, if anybody knows what it's like to lose results, if anybody knows what it's like to work so hard and after everything, Calvin, what's up? And then lose it all, it's this guy right here. It's me. I know how it feels. Oh, yeah. And then to never even think about touching weights again and not be motivated within that time frame. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'd be that guy, right? I'd definitely be that guy. Okay. So, fast forward, I used to live on the East Coast, moved back down here, right? And, guys, I came back to Texas January 15, 2015 at 11 o'clock in the morning, downtown San Antonio, the bus station. And I remember that so well because I was actually running for my life because somebody was out to kill me, right? Somebody was out to kill me. It's a long story, right? I was on the East Coast, I got into a tight squeeze. Actually, everything was closing in on me. So it was good that I left the East Coast and came back down here, right? Problem was that it didn't matter where I moved. I myself did not change. I want you to understand something real quick. Okay, because this is the game breaker right here. It didn't matter where I moved. Oh, man, I'm going to move to the East Coast and get out of it. It didn't work. Right? In fact, I even got in more trouble. When I moved to the East Coast, I was on probation down here in Texas, right? Luckily, I was able to, because on probation, they don't let you leave out of the state. Okay, so some of you guys that know what I'm talking about. When you're on probation, look, your parole officer, they don't let you in. You can't leave the state. You can't leave the city. You see what I'm saying? But, somehow got a way to get up there, right? Come back down here. I come back to my homeboy's house, right? They threw a welcome back party because, I'm like family to his mom, his aunt. We're all family, stuff like that, right? And, not only did I become an influence, right? A bad influence, but I brought him with me, right? So we're going to these parties, man. Can you imagine what? You would go party, bro? Bro, I was partying left and right, man. Me and my homeboy, we lived it up. We lived it up. You name it, we was there, man. We went through it all, you know what I'm saying? We was there. Nights we didn't sleep, we was partying. After the party, we had the after parties. We had house parties to house parties. We had it all, right? So you guys can imagine how much I'm literally pouring junk into my body. Not to mention, I'm smoking Black and Milds. I'm touching substances I shouldn't be touching by a whole bunch of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating a whole bunch of unhealthy foods. I'm gaining all this body fat. My body's getting tarred up on the inside, my lungs. You know what I'm saying? So not only did I lose everything, but I'm having to start from scratch, guys. I'm putting myself in a deeper hole than when I first started. How many of you guys feel like you put yourself in a deep hole since the last time you got healthy, right? How many of you guys, by a show of hands, feel like you're in a legitimate deep hole right now within your health and fitness journey? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Let's see it. Yep, raise your hand. Let's see it. Would you like to know how to get out of that? Okay? Would you like to know how to get out of that? And stay out of it, right? Because I'm sure a lot of us are able to get out of it. Like I was able to get out of it, but Chop, how did you stay out of it? How did you stay out of it? I'm going to give you guys I'm going to give you guys the secret recipe, okay? How to get out this hole and how to stay out of it, okay? Because I want you guys to understand the fitness journey isn't what you think it is. I'm not this perfect guy that just, I'm on social media all day. You guys get to see, perfect little me. That's not what it is. I want you guys to understand that it was a brick upon brick, building upon building on top of this, right? I have relationships I had to cut off, right? There are certain situations I had to deal with family. It couldn't stop. People try to take me out. Real talk. Yeah, people try to take me out. I'm serious, man. And I don't need no witnesses for that. I'm telling you myself. People try to take me out, right? So, guys, I was at my homeboy's house and, just to kind of shorten this up, I came home to his mom's house and, I had just got a job and mind you, still not really working out like that, right? Just got a job and I brought some substance in the house and she told me not to, okay? I get kicked out. I end up being homeless, right? And in that time where I literally had nothing and I was at the very bottom, right? I had to make a decision. I couldn't be living next to a dumpster my whole life, right? There's something out there that was better. You see what I'm saying? But you didn't know what to do. So how many of you guys know that there's a solution? You just don't know what it is. Raise your hand. How many of you guys know there is a solution to your fitness problem, your health and fitness problem? You're struggling to burn body fat. You're struggling to build muscle. You're struggling to get your mindset right. You're struggling to get out of the environment you're in. If anyone knows anything about environment, this guy knows, right? From going to the dirtiest places to being in the most randomest motels, the dirtiest guys, you name it, right? So here's what I'm going to say, okay? Here's what you have to start doing. Here's what allowed me to get out the slump. There's these two things. I had to make a decision, right? And here's the important part. I had to make a decision. Am I going to stay in the same situation or not? Yes or no? If there was no, if I did not, wrong answer, right? I had to make a decision. It wasn't it's either yes or no. Anything outside of yes or no, there's no decision, which means I'm gonna stay stuck. So if I kept saying, I could stay, if I go mess with this broad over here, the answer is no. I didn't want to change. If I keep messing with the substance, the answer is no, right? Subconsciously, the answer kept being no. So number one, I had to make a decision to say, I can't keep doing this no more. I've got to stop doing what I'm doing. Real talk. I had to stop, right? Number two, okay, the next thing that you got to do, that I had to do, okay, was take action. So can anybody tell me why taking action is so important? Why is taking action in a time like this? Why was me taking action so important in my journey, in my health and fitness journey, right? Within this whole situation, why was it so important? Can anybody tell me why? Because I'm going to tell you guys how everything just sparked off and took off. Okay? I'm going to tell you guys how everything just took off. But why was it so important? I know decision making is important, but why was it so important for me to be able to have to sit here and take action as soon as I made the decision? Why is that? Going once, going twice, caption one, caption two. I'm going to tell you guys why taking action is so important, guys. Okay? Action, when you take action follows up with belief. When you make a decision, you decided that you're going to go a specific direction. And that's where your core beliefs are going to lead to. Okay? And to follow and match your beliefs, you have to show some type of what? Action. Because action is the follow-up result of your belief. So I believed, after making the decision, I believed that I was able to get out if I took action. Right? If I took action. Because guys, here's the whole point about it. You hear the whole you hear the verse that people sling around, faith without works is dead, right? But what does that even mean? What does that mean? Right? Faith is believing without seeing, first off. Okay. Second off, when you have faith, what backs up faith? How can you back that up? If somebody told you right now, hey man, I got your back and I love you. How do you know they got your back and they love you? There's action behind it. Coach, I want to lose weight. I want to get healthy. I want to get in shape. Where's the action behind it? Right? And what also was really important was a sense of urgency. I had to have, for some reason why I always had this time clock in my head, right? Like, when I was on top of my game, I'm like, man, I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. I couldn't sit next to this dumpster all day for the rest of my life. I don't have a lot of time to take action, because the longer I wait, the worse it gets. It's like when somebody lies, the more they lie, the longer they lie, the worse it gets. You see what I'm saying? That's how I always kind of remember it. So the longer it took me to make a decision and take an action, the worse it would get. I probably wouldn't be here today, right? What a sense of urgency does, what it shows is how serious you are about change. It shows your level of commitment. Coach, I'm committed 100%. So why is it taking you a long time to get it done? That means you're not committed 100%. You're not committed to making the decision you just made because there's no action behind it. The action is the sense of urgency to get something done. That is going to determine where you're going to be in life. Does that make sense? When you take your time, and when I say take time, guys, I'm not talking about like, oh, I got to rush. What I'm saying is get to it and stop procrastinating is what I'm saying. I could have procrastinated getting out the situation I was in, living next to a dumpster, right? So fast forward. I meet my upline, right? I'm coming from work. I used to work at a landfill, by the way. I hope you guys know that, okay? And hadn't worked out. Still it wasn't working out. None of that stuff. I didn't have the time. I didn't have the energy because I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had to set up the gates for Beck's landfill. Okay, if you guys don't know what it is, look it up. Used to work at Beck's landfill, okay? I'd be out there all day in the heat. I'd go and eat Sonic every single day. My lunch was Sonic, guys. And I can tell you exactly what my lunch was. You ready for it? My lunch was two of the double cheeseburgers. I think they changed it now. But 2 of the double cheeseburgers, right? And an extra long coney. I had tater tots behind that. And I had a slushie with a Coke. That was my lunch every day for the past couple months, almost a year. Right? When I was working for Beck's landfill. So I didn't have the money because all my money kept going towards, still doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing. The wrong kind of food. So of course, when my money's going to things that are allocated things I didn't really need and that all I did was what I wanted, of course I'd be stuck in that position, right? Of course it's going to be broke. So my upline, I met her one day and she says, you like to work out, don't you? I was like, yeah, not knowing what she wants. And she hands me these Herbalife products, right? So here's the crazy part. I didn't have any money. I was broke, right? I seriously didn't have any money. No lie. I had no money at all. Like nothing in my pocket. She's like, you got any? I got nothing in my pocket, nothing, right? But let me tell you guys this, okay? I had already made the decision. I already believed that it had to work, right? I already believed that it had to work. Not only that, guys, I love working out. So everything started to come together. I said, you know what? If I'm going to do this, I got to do it 100%. How many of you guys, when you know you're locked in to do something, you're going to do it 100%? Raise your hand. How many of you guys right now, hey, you know what, man? If I get started on something like this and I know I need it right now, whatever I start, I'm going to be 100% committed. If that is you, raise your hand because that's the kind of guy I am. And I knew that's what it took for me to take it to the next level, right? So, of course, everybody told me it wasn't going to work. You know what I'm saying? Dixie, what's up? Everybody told me it's not going to work and stuff like that. I took the products, right? Started working out. Okay, and literally everybody started telling me, oh man, you're looking healthy, bro. And here's the thing. I wasn't even in the gym. I was just doing push-ups. That's all I was doing. I was just doing push-ups. All my homeboys started telling me, man, you look better than you did in high school. People are telling me, I had random people at the store tell me, oh man, you're glowing. What does that mean I'm glowing? I don't know what that means. I don't know about glowing. People started saying, oh, you look healthy. I started taking offense to that because I thought healthy was skinny. They said, nah, man, you start getting healthy, right? And so, guys, when I invested into my health, my nutrition, right? This is one thing I learned. Nutrition for my mind, my body, my soul, and my spirit, right? When I allocated and invested time to that, things changed. I wouldn't say overnight, but everything changed for me, right? And guys, I started setting a schedule. I started, dude, I dropped 15% body fat. My body age changed from a 70-year-old man to 46 to 30. Everything changed. I'm like, my perspective changed. I was like, okay. People started asking me to help coach them and stuff like that. I don't know anything about this stuff. I'm just taking a product and I'm working out. That's all I'm doing. Bam, down 15% body fat. I stopped smoking Black and Milds. I stopped messing with the junk, the excess stuff that ain't supposed to be in your body. I stopped getting in trouble with the cops. I changed my environment, guys. I started hanging around. Here's the key. I started hanging around people who were doing better than me, right? Because I knew it would push me. It would push me to become a better person. So when I changed my environment and I changed the things that I was doing, everything changed for me. Everything changed. Guys, 4 years down the road now, here I am talking to you guys about what has allowed me to stay on my fitness journey. And I've been able to help other people do the same thing. Guys, this is a lifestyle. I have made a decision and a commitment that I am not going to stop, and nothing's going to stop me. Why? Because I'm more hungry now than I was when I was playing football. I have even more of a reason, right? Got a family. Got a business. My perspective has changed. I no longer want to do certain things that I used to do, right? And so, guys, it is a non-negotiable. I'm going to tell you my routine, okay? Every single stinking morning, man, I wake up, I show gratitude towards God, I give God thanks, because no one's promised another day. Let's not forget that, okay? I wasn't promised another day being homeless. I wasn't promised another day sliding through the streets and messing around with the wrong guys, right? And so I'm blessed with the opportunity to have good health. So I thank God for that, right? Then I get to my personal development. This is the first 10 to 15 minutes of my routine of my day, guys, okay? I get to my personal development, and I'm already making my Herbalife tea. Already. There's no question. None. I'm already getting my workout in. There's no question. None. I'm already doing 100 push-ups, 100 jump squats. I'm drinking my warm Herbalife tea. I got my aloe. I got my Herbalife lift off, and I'm starting my day, guys, by looking at my vision board, and I'm reminding myself constantly who I need to be. Right? See, I started my day being healthy and being fit. And so I carry out the day being healthy, being fit. Some of you guys aren't starting your day being healthy and fit, and that's the problem. Guys, when I was in the slump, I didn't start. You know what I started? Do you want to know what I started my day with, guys? Take a wild guess. Take a wild guess. I want you guys to think about what I started my day with, okay? I started my day with alcohol and pills, okay? One of the worst ways you can start your day. But nobody knows because you're like, oh man, this is just my normal routine, right? So how would you know? How would you know if it's the right thing or not, right? You don't know, right? I didn't know if that was, I didn't even know nothing about starting my day properly, right? I didn't know about any of that stuff. Come on. I never really engaged into all of it. I mean, I kind of heard about it back in high school, but I didn't know what it meant. And here I am, guys, my health and fitness journey, okay? I start my day off powerfully. This is what carries me on in my fitness. A lot of you guys are like, Coach, how do you do it? I'm telling you how I'm doing it. I'm starting my day off properly. I'm not waiting. The first 10 to 15 minutes, guys, it's a sense of urgency. We talked about that, right? Remember where I had my sense of urgency from. I was living homeless and I said, you know what? I got to get it done now. And so what I did then carried over to now. The change comes when you change. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. The truth behind the fitness journey that I had and what you're going through is that the change you're looking for starts with the change that you have to make now. So I had to make a change before I saw the change. That's where faith comes in. The work behind it is I'm working because I believe it's already going to happen. I already know I'm going to drop 15% body fat. That's why I'm doing what I got to do to get it every single day. Because I already know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. I know I'm going to put on 30 pounds of muscle. That's why I'm taking action to move forward. I can't put on 30 pounds of muscle if I don't do what I got to do to put. Do you see what I'm saying? So I had already had faith that it was going to happen. Now I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm taking a break Saturday, Sunday. I'm getting back to it. I'm putting my goals down. I know what I got to eat. I got my meal preps. I got my Herbalife products. I'm doing my workouts. I'm training in powerlifting. I'm training for football. And every single thing that I did, I looked in the wall and I said, you know what? I'm going to drop the body fat. I'm going to gain the muscle. I'm going to stick to my nutrition plan. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to start moving forward. And I did. And guess what? People came with me. And so I built a team. Right? So guys, here's the truth about the health and fitness journey. It won't work until you start working. It won't change until you start changing. Guys, where in any of this sentence of my timeline did you hear that somebody gave me a handout? right? Yes, God blessed me with the opportunity with the Herbalife products, but guys, think about it. Nobody said, hey, I'm going to help you stop being homeless. That never happened. It's not gonna, no one's going to jump out the bush and be like, oh, here I am. I'm here to help you. Like, here I am. Come get you $15,000. Hey, let's get you out of debt. No, that takes away the journey. That takes away everything that's supposed to make you the person you're supposed to be. So I enjoy the journey, the good, the bad. Why? It's part of where I'm going to go. If I want to get to where I got to go through the journey. I've got to sacrifice. I had to sacrifice my mindset to get to where I'm at today. Oh, and let me tell you what my mindset was, guys. I was stubborn. I knew it all, and you couldn't tell me nothing. That was my mindset. Yeah. But guess what? That wasn't going to work if I had to get the change. That wasn't going to work. I thought I knew about protein. I thought I knew about meals. I thought I knew about working out. I've been doing it for almost 10 years, guys. 8 years invested. And here I am. I come into an opportunity like this, and I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. And so it humbled me, guys. The fitness journey is very humbling, right? It's very humbling. Why is the fitness journey so humbling? Because here's number one thing. People could be stagnant. You could be stagnant for 15, 20 years, not reaching your health and fitness goals because you're not humble, because you don't want to listen, because you don't want to change, because you don't want to grow, right? But when you decide that you want to grow and change and do better, you have to what? You got to humble yourself. You got to learn. The desire to grow comes within humbling yourself, guys. This journey has humbled me because I blew my knee out playing football in high school. I should have been X, Y, and Z, but I'm not there because why? It's a humbling experience. Now, guess what? When people say, oh, can I just go ahead and hurry up and lose the weight already? You take away the whole point of the journey. You know why? You want to know one of the reasons why I'm not going back? I've invested too much, not going back. I don't want to be homeless again, not going back. I don't want to be around the crowd, not going back. I don't want to be unhealthy anymore. So me going through all of that to get to where I'm at today, it reminds me, oh snap, if I'm slipping off, no, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to feel that same way. No, something needs to happen. Let me get back to writing the walls. Let me get back to engaging the groups. Let me get back to doing the meal preps. Let me get back to taking my Herbalife products. Let me get back to doing the Kingdom Fitness workouts. And so my past, not saying that I look back to my past, but sometimes you got to go there because it reminds you not to stay there. And every now and then I go back to that little dumpster, right? I drive over there every now and then. I look and I say, man, I'm glad I'm not there, but I'm glad I went through all that because it put me in a position to never forget where I need to be in my fitness journey. And I appreciate the people that left me. I appreciate the people that try to do me wrong. I appreciate all of it. Because in my fitness journey, it made me the man I need to be. Now what I can do in the gym is I can take things I went through in life and I can use those same aspects in the gym. I'm not giving up. I'm not seeing results. I got to get back on track, right? I got to have a sense of urgency. Let me get in the gym. Let me get out, right? Like they all come together is what I'm trying to tell you guys. And so guys, that's the truth behind the fitness journey. A lot of you guys are thinking like, oh, and it's very simple. Don't get me wrong. This journey has been very simple. What becomes hard is when we make it hard, right? The resistance. We've got to accept the challenge. We've got to accept it. If you're not accepting the challenge, how are you going to get better? How can you get better? That's why this week, guess what you got to do this week? You got to get better, right? So how are you going to get better this week? Tell me. I'm going to tell you guys some things on how you're going to get better, and then I'm getting off this thing, okay? Number one, it's time to decide. Are you gonna let this week be like last week? Well, coach, you don't understand. Okay, maybe I don't understand your point of view, but the question still remains. Are you gonna still be the same person you are last week? If the answer is no, good. If the answer is yes, you're not growing. You need to grow. Make the decision. Here's the next step. Start writing down your goals and put them in front of you. You don't see your goals enough. That's why you're struggling, because you don't see your goals enough. You only see it when you feel like seeing it. So guess what? Your goals aren't a priority. They mean nothing to you. Now you're sitting here hooping and hollering, complaining, talking about, I don't got the results. You don't see them enough. You're not saturated in it. Start writing down your goals and look at them. I want you to take a look at your goals 5 to 7 doggone times a day, right? Change your environment. That's the next step. We all talk about, the first 5 people on the fingers of your hands are the first 5 you become, right? You become the first 5 people. That's true, right? That's true. If no one in your circle, if you have more people who are unhealthy than healthy in your circle, we got to change that. But coach, they're my best friends. Guys, look, I've lost just about all my family members. I've created just about brand new friends, right? Why? I'm going in a different direction. I desire to be healthy and fit, and I'll do whatever it takes to maintain that, even if it means cutting off certain people who don't want to change with me. It just is what it is. And you got to accept that, and you got to realize that. Ain't nobody going to stop to do what you got to keep moving forward. You got to make a decision, right? Change your environment, okay? Don't be stubborn. What has life taught me about being stubborn? You get nowhere in life, right? Because you keep hitting your head against the same wall and you're holding yourself back. 10, 20, 30 years, you've missed your blessing. Everything you ask God for, I guarantee you, 90% of the things you asking God for, you're not getting it because you're being stubborn. You're not seeing it yet. You want to be in your own way. I guarantee you that right now. Why? Because I was like that. We're all human. We're all human. See what I'm saying? We're all human. Don't be that stubborn guy like me who thought they knew it all, right? And don't let the age determine your worth of knowledge either, because age don't mean nothing. Like I said, I was working out for 8 years, guys, invested a lot and wasn't going to where I needed to go. Or maybe I was going somewhere, but not like I am now. I thought I knew it all. Don't be that person think that they know it all, right? What else did we talk about today? What else did we learn in this journey, right? When you make a decision, when you have faith, when you believe, when you take action, when you have a sense of urgency, when you change your environment, right? What else happens? You've got to stay consistent. And a lot of people have done everything I just told them right now, and they're not consistent. Why? Because you don't have something that truly internally drives you. I told you what drives me. I told you from when we first started this live video what drives me. What really drives you, CJ? I don't want to be the leverage. It's the leverage that people had over me. It was the comparing. It was the confidence. It was me losing it all, right? I don't ever want to work hard just to lose it all again, guys. Do you understand how degrading that feels? Right? Like, forget the whole comparing, forget the whole, ex-girlfriends doing this and that and what the coaches said. Forget all that. But can you imagine you built so much up for years and in a second, bam, you lose it all? I don't want that. I don't. And if it happens, I know how to get back up and keep pushing. Why? Because I don't want to go back to that same position, guys. I don't want to go back to, being slumped for the rest of my life, looking at people who are 10, 20, 30 years older than me doing the same thing, but they're not getting anywhere, right? And that scared me, actually. It kind of scared me for a second. You see what I'm saying? So, I just want to be honest with you guys on how this fitness journey really looks. It's not supposed to look like a straight line. It's going to look like this, right? This is what it's going to look like. I'm just giving you the expectations, right? But do you really want this? Do you really want to be in shape? Do you really want to lose weight? Do you really want to be fit? Do you want to be healthier for your family? Like, do you really want this? Or are you just saying you want this? Which one is it going to be? Because if you want it, you'll do everything I just talked about. You're going to do that. That's going to fit the description. Why? Because, guys, the journey is the journey. It doesn't matter what kind of journey. If you want to lose weight, if you want to gain muscle, it doesn't matter. The journey is a journey. It's inevitable for everyone in the journey. It's inevitable. You can't stop it, is what I'm trying to tell you. You cannot stop it. That means you've got to build thick skin. You've got to get tough, and you've got to endure the journey, right? But guess what? As long as you have faith and you take action, you're good, Because I'm a firm believer that God rewards those who have faith and take action. It's just me, right? It's what I've been through. It's what I know, okay? There have been so many times, guys. Let me tell you, there have been so many times I wanted to quit. You know how many times I wanted to quit? This working out ain't for me no more. I'm not seeing what I want to see. And some random person comes to me and says, you know what, man? You're looking so good. You're looking healthy. I needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Right when I was about to give up and quit, somebody comes along and says, man, look, I see you, bro. You push me every day to work out. You inspire me every day to take my Herbalife products. You make me want to continue doing Kingdom Fitness. I see you doing your bench press, man. It makes me want to keep going. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. And so that's another thing that drives me, is that if people are feeding off of my fitness journey and they're getting results, I'm not going to stop. That would be selfish of me. Very selfish. Right? That's the real deal right here. You can't cheat your way out of this. It's the real deal. I gave it to you plain and dry and added a little bit of sprinkle on top of the tortillas, okay? So how do you want it? Do you really want this or not? If you really want this, you're going to make a decision right now. You're going to get that pen and paper. Yeah, that's right. You're going to start writing your goals on the wall. You're going to prep your meals. You're going to get your products. You're going to start getting your workout in. You're going to change your environment. You're going to start joining the community groups. You're going to start setting a vision. You're going to start... when I told my parents and my family, look, I went to my parents, my mom and my dad, they were about to sign me up for the military. Oh yeah! Talk about somebody who wasn't looking to have in the future, right? So I'm in the military. And I sat down and I told my mom, my dad this. This is exactly what I sat down and I told them. You ready for this? Okay. You ready for this right here? I'm going to tell you guys. Okay. I told my parents and I sat in front of them. I had nothing to my name. I was in tens of thousands of dollars in debt. Had no car. Had no money. Right? But this is what I told my parents. And I looked both of them in the eyes. I said, you know what? I'm going to achieve my fitness goals. I'm going to play the sport that I want to play. And I'm going to own a business. And I'm going to be successful. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to do it. You can join me or you don't have to support me. But this is what I'm doing. Here's where I want to be. And this is where I'm going to go. And guys, guess what? That was the borderline for me. I had to break that borderline to really show them. And it wasn't just about showing them. It was being serious about myself. I put myself in the line and said, you know what? This is the decision I'm going to make. And I'm going to stick with it for the rest of my life. I'm going to stick to being healthy and being fit for the rest of my life. That's you guys see me today. So thank you guys for joining the live video. I appreciate you guys so much. Look, in just about 3 hours, guys, this free 14-day fitness challenge is about to, the registration ends actually for the free 14-day challenge. If you have not registered for the 14-day challenge, guys, there's still time. It's free. It's free. Get meal templates, supplementation, workouts, boot camp videos virtually, right? Motivational videos, daily accountability, nutrition, fitness talk, things like that, guys, where you guys get to learn how to actually experience your own health and fitness journey and what it's going to take. If you are that person and you know it's time to make a change, then message me. I'm going to put the link of the free 14-day challenge below. Message me so you can get registered. I'll put you in. Let's make it happen. Love you guys so much. It's your boy, Coach Chop, man. Let's get it.